UPSC 134 IGNOU platform. Now we are ready for the new topics. Myself, Dr. Lata Sharma. We are enjoying for gaining the knowledge and wisdom by this online session, by this platform of giving you the lectures by online, and you are, I think, happy and comfortable with all of these lectures which are given by us. So we are now with a new chapter, that is globalization. My dear students, is it a good session for you? So please be comfortable of all of your comments. That will be happy to give you the answers. So this is a new topic. This is introduction to international relations. This is your paper, and this is a topic. From this we are going to start, that is globalization. Globalization, we can say this is a liberalization and globalization. So, students, this is a new topic, globalization. Globalization is the process of international integration arising from the interchange of the world views, products, ideas, and other aspects of culture. This is a new thing. I think everybody is aware that what is globalization, but we are going to start with this. That what is in this globalization? This is universalization, just like the second term we can say that is universalization. That international integration, what do that is, it is the process of international integration, and there is a change of interchange of views, products, ideas, and other aspects of culture. Because when we do something, we do the interchange, that everything will be changed: the lifestyle, the projects, the ideas, and the culture, and social and economic issues, and all type of things, all type of ideology is to be interchanged. So this is a globalization, is the process of international integration arising from the interchange of the world views, products, ideas, and other aspects of culture. Globalization means rapid increase in the share of economic activities taking place across national borders. This is a simple language. So, what is the meaning? What is the working of globalization? Is that rapid increase? What is happening? What is you are seeing, because you are in the age group of all these, that you have seen this globalization era. Before the globalization era, that was not too much technologies and all of the medias and everything. That is you are gaining now. But if we can say, this is a time of global, and what is happening here, share of economic activities taking place across the national borders. There is no borders of anything now, because there is when the border is there, there should be any blockage, and we can say there is a control. But now there is a, what is happening here, interchange of views, products, aspects, and activities related to economic activities. So everything is happening in this globalization. So there is a rapid increase in the sharing of economic activities, as well as products and ideas, lifestyle, and everything that we are doing in one country, that can be interchanged automatically by the international borders also. The modern world is seen as the world without geographical boundaries and any kind of barriers. Now, what we are seeing now? That is, globalization has been a major force behind this. That we can say that all of the boundaries, geographical boundaries and barriers has been removed by this globalization aspect. By this globalization, what the modern world is going to see a scenario, that there is no boundaries, no barriers, and there is only one force behind this, that is globalization. Globalization is the integration of the world economy and exchanging the ideas, products, technologies, etc. What is happening here, that what is the globalization is doing, that in integration, what is happening here, that is the integration of world economy. Integration, it is happening that world economy is going to integrate by the exchanging and transforming by the ideas, products, and technology. There is all things can be possible by the technology. Because before that globalization, the ideas and products were there in the global way. in the global market, but by the technologies, by this globalization, this can happen only due to this reason, because globalization has given force to this. Globalization hit India late but had huge impact on the nation's economic policies and various other aspects. Because of our Indian foreign policies and our diplomatic policies and our Indian internal structure, the globalization has entered in India in a delay process, because we have not welcome, we are not in a mood, we are not in a position to face the globalization welcoming aspect. So what has happened that the Indians has welcomed globalization in a very delaying process, and but after that, that has also given a huge impact. This is a very powerful impact has been given to the nations, that has economic policies and various other aspects also. Because if we say that globalization has affected that in which area the globalization has affected, so we can say there is no any area there where globalization has not given any emphasis, has not given any effect on that. There is no any field, we can say. Integration of economics, the increasing reliance of economics on each other. What is happening here? The integration of economics is going to integrate the opportunities to be able to buy and sell in any country in the world. There is simply a word we can say. If we say that before the globalization, there was opportunity to be able buy and sell in any country in the world. No, it was not so much easy, because there was too much boundaries, there was too much restrictions and borders issues. And due to Indian market is not in that type of condition, because India has got a newly emerged, newly uh, liberate country in 1947. So then it is really very tough to Indians, it is very tough to India, that they can buy and sell in any country in the world. This is not comfortable for Indians. For this opportunities have given to Indians and all of the cross borders, the citizens of world, that they can buy and sell anything in any country in the world. As we are seeing everything now, youth is going to see or everything by this aspects, by this effect of globalization. The opportunities for labor and capital to locate anywhere in the world. Now this is also a simple thing, that we can see that the software engineers and doctors and the scientist is going to, and most of, not the higher position, but in a lower position, as an plumbers, as an electricians, as in most of the persons that they are capable, they are welcomed by the countries anywhere in the world. So this is also opportunities we can see. There is a good opportunity in nursing science. So this is the labor and capital. This is the opportunities that every country is going to be benefited. The growth of global markets in finance. This is also a good, that we can say that global market in finance has the growth of global market in finance is going progressive, and it is worthy and worthable. Aspects of globalization. What is the aspects and what is the main elements, we can say, uh, what is the main functioning, we can say, that is globalization. Trade and transactions, what the globalization do, that is trade and transactions. Capital and investment movement, this is also thing. Migration, dissemination of knowledge, this is the aspect, that what the globalization is going to be given to all of the countries, that is trade, that is capital investment, that is migration, that is dissemination of knowledge. Dimensions of globalization, in which areas, scenarios, dimensions of globalization, that is economic, because it is doing work for the economic globalization, and second is political globalization, and third is cultural globalization, and fourth is ideological globalization. Therefore all of these dimensions we will discuss and further. That is that there, if we divide the world into parts, that is economic globalization, political globalization, and cultural and ideological. So all of the parts is to be divided in all of these dimensions. So this is no any area, nothing is there that the dimensions has not been covered. Reasons of globalization, that is better resources. Why the countries is going to take the benefit of the globalization, why they are agree, why they are in a position that globalization and universalization will be faithful, will be beneficial, will be important for their country and their policies and their progress and their developing aspects. So this is the main thing, that better resources. Every country has a better resources, because if we say that it all of the countries is interdependent to each other, so there is much and much we can say that better resources they can get from all other countries which the country does not have. So every country, every state and nation state in international politics and international relation, for making the good relations in a global way, they have to be interconnected for getting the better resources. Low cost of production, because this is the time of that production has coming into a low cost. Why? Because the labor and the production and the this is resources and the infrastructure, everything is getting every, because the wide area has been become wide area and huge area and huge market has been had been produced. So the production cost has been become in a average. So dilution of the local market, this is happen. What happens that we can say, there is a good example that we can see that there is a woodland showroom can be seen everywhere in the local market. So this is dilution of local market. Operating internationally, everything is operating internationally. Every person of India that has a minimum, he can be medium level, and he can be higher level, and he can be lower level. So he is operating internationally. That is the main remarkable work of globalization. Everything is operating, because we can say in social media that is operating internationally. If we can say that we are in a lifestyle, we are doing the same. We are copying also, and we are receiving. We are happy to wear and to give a lifestyle of international market expansion. What is going, that market is going to expand. There is a much important thing, that what is happening, market has been expanded. Why? Because if we say that before 25, 30, 40 years, there was no any market. There is only one two three shops was in a towns, and everything that is only for the we can say the ration shop, and we can say the simple shop, clothes shop was there. But now if we see that is a market everywhere, and every little local area has a little bit type of markets is there. There is a internationally market has been expanded. Increased profit, this is a simple thing. Then where is a market expansion will be, and the dilution of local market and low cost of production and better resources, that what will happen, that they will increase the profit. So this is the reasons of globalization, that what is happening, that globalization, why globalization is going to be very in a very powerful position. That is the all of the reasons. Globalization the good, this is the thing, that if we are happy, if we are agree, that is this new movement, this new scenario, this new aspect of global, that is going to be the good, otherwise not. So we can say the good. Increased productivity, what is happened for the good, there is increased productivity. High standards of living, one thing is to be noticeable, that there is a high standards of living. There is a person who is in an average salaried person, but his lifestyle has been become the highest, become in the high standard, because he is in a total lifestyle, total everything he is availing from the market, that is international. So what will happen, that he will be in a comfortable, he will be in a posture of a globally market. He is living in a global market. So high standards of living is going to be started. Increased flow of foreign capital. There is also the foreign capital flow is going to be increased, not decreasing. From foreign capital, it can be for the India, and it can be for the USA. So there is a increased flow, there is increasement of flowing of foreign capital. Increased competition. Yes, there is also a true sense in this. True aspect is this, that the competition has been increased, because by the global aspect, and by the, we can say, the technological aspect. There is a one thing more important about this. The competition, we have become aware all of the things in a market, in any type of market, that can be in singing, that can be in economic, that can be social activities, that can be in a ecological activities, that is, competition is everywhere. So a simple house village lady can be as popular as a very important person in a world. So this is the main thing, that increased competition has been increased due to this, that increased productivity, and everything is, the market competition has been going on, because production is high and high standards of living, and there is, what will happen, the competition has been, because there is two greater markets is there, then the competition in everywhere is there. Increased in the foreign trade. This is also to be seen here, that what has happened, that foreign trade, every trade has been converted into a foreign trade. Why? Because our Indian raw material, we can say, our Indian companies who are going to start and to sell and buy their products in a foreign market, so increase in the foreign trade, induce domestic the bad. What is going, that domestic is not an issue now, because domestic has not remained now. Domestic, there is no need of any domestic market, because the domestic market has been decreased. Takeover of national firms, this is also good, because globalization has given the importance to the national firms and national companies and the national everything. So this is the way of globalization, the good. So this is increased the productivity, high standards of living, increased flow of foreign capital, increased competition, increase in foreign trade, and takeover of national firms. This is, we can say, that is a sense of goodness, that is bring instability, impact on traditional industries, affect small industries, widens disparity, and cultural impact. This is bring instability. This is also the the goodness is, what has happened, that brings instability, that there is a market, and huge market, and domestic market and international market is there, that there is instabilities of markets and production is there. Impact on traditional industries. Yes, there is a thing is where here to be seen, to be understood, that there is a great impact on traditional industries. What is going in an Indian scenario, we can say that a jute, a resham, kapas is going, that these are the traditional industries. So if we can say that in a national surroundings, we are going to emphasis, we are going to push up and give them force for taking the industries in a good mood, in a good position. Affects small industries. Small industries is also affected, because they have a good sense of they have a factor as like small industries in converted into traditional, and we can say that is also dealing with the globally. There is a disparity has been winds, and the cultural impact is there, because our cultural aspect of being living, as according to the globalized effect, we are availing all of the phenomena that is change according to our cultural aspect. Globalization of Indian economy, this is good or not? What is the Indian economy is facing, that the globalization has a good effect or not? Indian economy adopted the policy of restrictions after the independence. Because our Indian economy's policies are based on that we will not be in a position, we will not be in a structure of restriction of any countries, of any boundaries of after the independence. We have given the freedom and welcome to all of the in our policies, that everything should be welcome, because we want to stand up in a Indian, in a global sense. But in 1991, due to the economic crisis, the government of India decided to open its market for the foreign investments. This is the 1991 is the timings of globalization of Indian economy, and the globalization of Indian economy, both as well as this for the foreign, for the world economy. And this is universalization, we can say, and this is international economic order. So there has been welcomed many and many organizations also, that is WIPO, and many organization, regional organization has been built up because of the economy, because they have foreign investment, they have opened the market for the foreign investment. And due to 91 economic crisis, the government of India and government of all over countries is happy mood for welcoming the globalization aspect. Next is the new economic policies adopted had impact on every sector of Indian economy. If we say that Indian concern, that economic policies regarding to global and universalization, that is for the new economic order, that the world is changing in economic scenarios. So the economic policies adopted that that can affect the every sector of Indian economy in a positive sense. Major policies, what major policies changes has been done in accordingly to the liberalization, and we can say universalization. This is license abolishing, dilution of MRTP Act, foreign investment encouraged. This is also we have given before. Fiscal reforms, there is also changes in the fiscal policies of Indian economy, because of there is fiscal policies retaining all of the benefits, because if we have not in a uh, not in a very comfortable and very flexible mode, we will not welcome to the companies and all of the structures of the world level. So there should be a reforms should be done according to Indian economy, that will be fiscal reforms. External sector reforms, this is also to be done, because there is if there is a fiscal reforms and in a governmental sector policies has been changed, so there should be external changes required. Outward looking policy, it is a demand of the time that we have to be structured just such type of policies that should be outward, and we can be in a standing position in a globalized world. So there should be internal change should be required, that is outward looking policy. Public sector reforms should be done in a public sector, because every sector and every area and every dimensions of the internal aspects of Indian economy has been affected. So this public sector reform should be done. Impact of globalization, this is simple is there, that what is happening, that if we have welcome to this global aspects of reforms and economy of in a world level, that what we have faced for that, it can be negative, it can be positive, it can be neutral also. That is rapid growth of business. Every type of businesses has gone a rapid growth. Why? Because there is a low productivity, better resources and everything, and a technological aspect, and there is a reforms in the cultural aspect, and there is a reform in the public sector, and every type of fiscal reforms has been done. Foreign investment encouragement is going to be given by the Indian government. So this is license abolishing. These are the reason that rapid growth of business has been going on. Opportunity to be global, to go global. What is happening there, that we have also discussed that every person of Indian market is going to be global. He has become the global. His lifestyle has been changed. He has given his life in a high standard. He has given his life in a high standard position. Introduction of various new technologies. This is the main aspect, main thing, main policy, and main invention has been done, that we have welcomed the new technologies in introduction of globalization. This is after 1991. We can see that the lifestyle, when the various changes due to technology has been seen. This is we can say there is a great invention in this, after this globalization. And every country is going to be benefited, because there is no restriction of boundaries. There is no boundaries of that this technology cannot be used by any country. No, there is it is applicable everywhere. Rise in excess of technology in rural areas. This is also a good thing, that most of the timings, the technologies and the policies and all of the benefits that the government want to give to the rural areas, not for the urban areas, to the rural areas also. The population, the crowd, and we can say the person is not capable to get that. Why? Because they are not aware about the policies of government which they want to give. So by this technology, the rural areas has been developed in a very good sense. Why? Because they have got all of these things according to technology. By this, we can say, by the social media, by the telephonic, by all of these all of the methods used by this technology. So rural area has been more and more flourished by this globalized aspect. New technology in the agriculture. This is also a very important thing, that what is going on, the agriculture, we are going to be in a production of better production of any type of crops. Any type of crops is going to be agricultured. And there are using many type of technologies in a mechanism and mechanization of the agriculture occupied mechanism is to be used, because there is a old pattern mechanism has a long and very time they are long time worker, long they give long time. But after this agriculture inventions and mechanism, there is a little timings for the crops, and they are happy with all of that, the cutting of the crops in a small timings, in a little bit timing. So this is they have become easy for getting all type of agricultural new technologies and new schemes. They have got by the government. Every type of facilities are giving by the government for giving them all type of we can say organism, for promoting the organism. Literate farmers, this is also good happening. There is that education is going to be in a rural areas also. And there is a has been literacy percentage has been increased. Because of that, they are going to literate about their agriculture, about the education, about their lifestyle, about their that is by the pradhans and by the gram panchayat and nagar panchayat. They are going they Any type of policy is not too much far from them, because government is going to be government is nearby in the rural areas. They are going to aware by all of the methods they are using by this, but they are giving that is Jan Jeevan Yojana. There is many and many policies has been used by the Indian government. So This is literate farmers. Rise in the literacy rate and quality. As we have also said that rise in the literacy rate, there is a literacy rate and quality has been increased. Now that that every type of rural areas, we can say villages, we can say kasbas, we can say nagar panchayat, these all have the globally, they have become the global, because any type of very smart city is going, all of the facilities, the rural area is also getting the facilities and every technology they are using. So this is the thing that there is a internet connectivities in the villages also. There is a, we can say, the TV and every type of monitoring system they are getting in a rural areas. There is every type of facility related to, we can say that that is a globally we are using, they are using same is there. That is disparity in the society. This is also a impact of globalization, disparity in the society. One thing is happening that there is a society has been in a despair type. So the disparity in the society and equality is going on, and the empowerment is also there. And we can say there is a social activism has been started. Ethical responsibility of business has been diminished. This is also a price hike of every daily usable commodities. One thing is also happening, that is price hike of every daily usable commodities. That daily usable commodities has been make the rise of their prices, and they are also a very impact of globalization is there. Effect can be seen. The local business has perished. This is thing that is, we can say that local business which has been, I think that has been stopped due to some reasons, but the government is going to start, that is kutir udyog type businesses. They are promoting the local businesses, and that resham udyog they are going to start with this. There is a local businesses that has been related to a local area, that is so local cities. So this, and the cities is famous for all that type of local businesses. They have been perished, they have been fulfilled all of the facilities. They are going to develop all of and progress. The government is progressing to all type of local businesses. High growth but problem of in unemployment. This is really a very harsh reason for this high growth of everything, but there is unemployment is there, the in a global way, because there are many and many possibilities of government the employment. But we can say that the traditional views, that the technology has given the employment, but the traditional and unemployment has been given also. Affected the agriculture sector. There is, we have said that the agriculture sector has been very perished and very flourished, but one thing is there, that the new species that has been given a boon to agriculture, but it is also harmful for the bodies and for the persons, because this is also due to globalization, because market is going uh, vast and huge, and everything is required more and more. So agriculture sector has been given the technologies and the new inventions that is not good for the bodies of the persons. Characteristics of the globalization that can be linked to education. This is, we are now saying that what is the main functioning, main aspect, main benefit to the education that has been given, we can say, by the globalization, and what is all of the characteristics and what are the qualities of globalization that education is going to be benefited. Economic terms, we can say, is the increasing economic interdependence of national economies across the world through a rapid increase in cross-border movement of goods, services, technology, and capital. If we say that there is a rapid increase of cross border movement, that can be in goods, that can be in services, and in a capital income, and that is a technology and revenue, all, and we can say that is a export and import, that is also possible due to this economic globalization, because the increase in economic interdependence, there is no dependency of nationalities. Accordingly, they are interdependence because they are depending to each other, because their service is going to be interchanged, that is transferred. So there is an interdependency of goods, services, and technology, and all of the rapid increase in the cross border global way. Political terms, what is the political terms, can be seen here, that universalization has given this in a positive sense. That is, under globalization, politics can take place above the state through political integration schemes such as European Union, and through intergovernmental organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the World Trade Organization. If we see that all of the globalization, this all of the organization can be built up and structured accordingly to the globalization, that is political integration and regional integration has been built up, because the schemes and all of the interdependency of the countries, that is that has been formed, the European Union and the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank and World Trade Organization. This organization is now in a very powerful position, and they have given the help to the countries for making them also progressive. So this is also, we can say, that in a political integration schemes also to be seen, and the regional and international organization has been built up for making the globalization and universalization sense in their countries progressive. Political activities can also transcend national borders through global movements and NGOs. Civil society organizations act globally by forming alliances with organizations in other countries, using global communication system, and lobbying international organizations and other actors directly, instead of working through their national governments. This is also a term, that is cultural term. What is happening in this cultural term accordingly to the universalization? That is, cultural terms is also has been benefited and uh, get the benefit in many and many terms. That is, refers to the transmission of ideas. This is simply, we can see here, that is, transmission of ideas is can be seen, and values across national borders. What we are going to be adopted, that we are adopted the values of other countries, and they are adopting all our values also. That is a cultural transition, we can say. That is cultural transition. All of the Australian and Canadian citizens is coming to India, they are adopting our cultural values and our religions. This is also a cultural transition, we can say. This process is marked by the spread of commodities and ideologies, which become standardized around the world. This is that ideologies has been adopted by the communities and by the standardization around the world, because what is the notice there, that any commodity, any religion, and any type of cultural values is going to be global, and which is good in their sense, which is good in their history, and which is good in their tradition, they are going to be adopted by the global level. So there is cultural transition can be seen. Consumption serves as a facilitator between different people and cultures around the globe as a result of the exponential growth of the human population. That is also, we will see that what is the aspects of globalization, elements we can say, qualities we can say, and what is the main functioning of globalization is there. There are also, we can say, that is industrial globalization. Industrial globalization, transnationalization refers to the rise and expansion of multinational and transactional enterprises. That is also here. The industries is belongs to the industrial globalization. What is happening? That is transnationalization. Transnationalization is going on. Why this is going on? That expansion of multinational and transnational enterprises is going to start. They are going to expanded. They are going to manufactured, we can say, and structured, we can say. Financial globalization, this is also a element, we can say, that aspect of globalization. This is financial globalization refers to the emergence of worldwide financial markets and better access. That is, we can say, that is IMF, that is World Trade Organization, that is the UNO's many and many councils is working for the financial globalization. This is to external financing for corporate, national, and subnational borrowers. Financial globalization is in a profitable view, has a profitable view, because they are going to finance the corporate, national, and subnational borrowers. Information globalization, that is also we are seeing, and everybody is aware about this information globalization. That is increase in information flows between geographically remote locations. That is main thing is there is no any area of the world that the information technology, information attitude aspect cannot be seen. So everywhere is there. If there can be the Himalayas and Mount Everest also, and we can see that is also in the dense forest of African countries. We can see that is the information technology has been worked due to this globalization. Cultural globalization, it is simply is a cross cultural context that is going on, because if we can say that is an example of there is a cultural values and cultural really religion based values has been increased, because we are able to see everything what is happening in New York, Albany, and we are happy to see. We are capable to see in the Ghana what is their civilization, what is their lifestyle, what is their all type of activities they are doing. This is possible due to this cultural globalization. We can say also that is the information technology has given this benefit for cross cultural contexts. Globalism, this is also a new word, new term, we can see, that is refers to the universal internationalist impulse that the world is connected. This is a new term, that is globalism. Globalism means that the world is connected. This is simple is there, that world is not too much far from anybody, that world is connected to anybody. This is due to, firstly we can say, due to universalization, international economic orders. There is also main thing, the organization is also working there, and the political and social and cultural aspect is going to be work there. And there is a connectivity due to this information technology, and technology has given many and many terms benefited by this. The global term we can say, that is globalism. Implication of global information society in the education system. This is we want to say here that information society in the education system demands for widening the education access for all. This is really a very important thing, and very emerging, and very we can say that demanding education for all of the persons is there. Continuous lifelong learning. There is no limit of this education now. That is continuous lifelong learning is going on, and there is a platform who are going to, there is universities and colleges, and there is a policies of related to governments, and no any foundation, no any boundaries is there. Is all, it's all is giving by the global term. Global versus local cultural development. Global versus local cultural development. It means local cultural development is going due to this global sense, because if any local cultural development is there, that is not counted in a sense of global, that it is local, because it is counted as a global because it is seen by the globally. So there is a cultural development has become an internal way that is local, but is a global way that is global also. Creation of new educational network organization. This is a new boom and new, we can say, new boom and new thing has been given by this education system of global education system, and we can say global information society, social system. That is also creation of new educational networked organization. This is a new educational network has been built up because of there is the organization that can be local and regional and international also. The educational network has been built up, changing the educational management from hierarchical institution to equal distribution of network organizations, from commanding to negotiating. That is, educational management system has been changed, and the hierarchical institution, they are going to distribute the equal education system to the by the organization, and there is no anything that can be seen that is inequality has been seen there. So that is the educational system has given by the global system, by the globalization, and there is no nothing is to be seen that there are any partiality, any type of dismanagement can be seen there. Demand for more flexible and journal skills. This is all over the world. There is a demanding view can be seen that they want the journal skills, the flexible personalities, and the personalities that they want to do work in the global way. They are very commanding personalities. They are demanding for all of this for the this education system, and this can be possible by this global system. This is core values, core skills and competencies by this globalization. What is this? The core values and core skills. Peace and non-violence, self-worth and self-affirmation, social justice. What is to be seen by this globalized world can now is going to be seen by this after this invention, after this achievement of this globalization. That is, peace and non-violence can be seen here. Self-worth and self-affirmation increased by in the term of personality development. Social justice can be seen because everyone is aware about the justice, and everybody is going to demand for the social justice. This is affirmation and others. What is affirmation for themselves also and the others also? Human rights is going to be capable for getting the rights, the protection and security for the humans, as and accordingly to the all of the fields and all of the zones and all of the countries. Cultural and racial differences. There is also, we can say, that is cultural and racial differences can be seen, but they are their traditional and their uh, we can say hierarchical aspect, and they have a racial differences that can be welcomed all over the world. Economic well-being. This is also a thing that everybody is going to be in a position that they are in a well-being position. But the government, if there is not any type of valuing position, the government is going to start in new policies and new things and uh, new new benefits for the non well-being commodities that is belong to any area of the world. Critical thinking equity, demanding and welcoming the critical thinking, that is meaning that is a inventing type of personalities. Critical thinking, it's that is unique thinking equity, they are welcoming. Effective communication skills. Now there is a very good, world we are welcoming, that is effective in communication. And communication skills is going very much large, going very much larger scale, uplifted by this, by the communication skills, there can be seen easily. Cultural integrity, this is also thing that there is a integrity in the cultural way also. There is no differences in the we can say that days we celebrate. So there is integrity in the cultural. Every citizen of the countries enjoy all of the cultural days and cultural behaviors of all of the world. Non-violent conflict resolution, there is no welcome for the violence, there is a non-violent, they want resolution in a non-violence way, not in a violent way. Ecological balance and meditation, for the lifestyle, for the upliftment and the personality development, and for the disease cannot be increased because there is a knowledge and awareness about the meditation. Accordingly to the ecological balance can be seen there. Democratic participation, everybody has a sense that they are happy with the democratic participation, because they think that this is the democratic system, and democratic system has a very important platform for working for the leaders and for the great personalities. So everybody is happy and in a good position, they for participation in a democratic aspect, democratic platform. Effective organizing, there is a, we can say, there is a companies and multinational companies, there is a organizing aspect can be seen in an effective way. So there is effective organizing as views are there. Socio cultural economic and political issues on globalization. Now we will discuss that what can be the issues that is related to socio and cultural aspect. That is massive in migration are changing the ways we experience national identities and cultural belongings. Massive migration is seen here. Managing differences is becoming one of the greatest challenge to multicultural countries. Managing differences, this is also a great challenge to the multicultural countries, that is what to manage the differences, because every person has a differences, every country has a difference, and they have to manage the differences. So this is also a issues can be seen. Global changes in culture deeply affect educational policies, practices, and institutions. This is that the persons cannot be same, the citizens cannot be same in the culture, ideology, policies, and this lifestyle and thinking, and all of these things, there is a global change can be seen. So they deeply affected the culture also affected the education policies, practices, and institutions. So there can be seen that there is a issue related socio and culture, because every type of policies and every type of memorandums that can be used by the government, and policies used by the government for the weaker section, we can say for the education, we can say for the social upliftment, and for the movement of all of these policies, they they are being affected by the differences, and there is a global change can be seen. Economic issues. Worldwide equality, there is true sense there is a worldwide inequality in every term is there, because nobody is same there. Worldwide inequality, there is that we can say China is good in their economic aspect, and then Japan is in a technology, China is in technology, and India has a neutral country about all of these things. And every country, if we count, there is a inequality is there in the sense of economic. Consistency and quality of educational experiences remain patchy. Educational experience, because of there is if we say that there is a differences of educational givings, institution, organization, there is a big differences, because it is based on economic. So economic issues can be seen in educational experiences also. Secondary education in developing countries remains quite weak. Yes, there is true sense that is secondary education in all of the developing countries not equal to the developed countries. They remains quite weak, because they are not in the they are not in the position and helpful position that they can give a secondary education to the citizens of the countries in the developing countries. New technologies of globalization. This is also a issue that the new technologies that has been structured by the due to globalization. This is also issues, because any country, any globally, they are not happy and well-being for this all of these changes. Political issue. Constraint on national state policies, economic coordination and exchange, global conflict, crime, terrorism. This is political issues. Terrorism is a very important issue, and crime also, and global conflict. This is, we can say that conclusion. The globalization had increased the trade of products, ideas, technology, and it created the world without boundaries. But it also had some negative impact on the developing countries. This is also true thing that developing countries has a negative impact also. Flowing with globalization, India is shining in nearly every prospect. India is getting a global recognition and slowly moving towards to become a major economic and political strength. This is also true, because this is the main reason that India is getting a global recognition. Though the development is progressing rapidly, still many basic problems like rural poverty, corruption, and political instability remained unsolved. This is also good true that poverty, corruption, or these are the political instabilities can be seen easily. Now, before this conclusion, this is crime, global conflict, and economic coordination and exchange can be seen. This is the political issues and terrorism. So this is a very important topic, and in future we will discuss on that also. That's it. Terrorism has given a very threat and challenge to all of the countries. This can be solved also. This is conclusion that India is facing, and we say that developing countries is facing a negative impact of globalization. So we can see that is corruption, poverty, and political instability, and economic and political strength can be affected, and negative impact can be seen on the developing countries. So this is all about the globalization, and globalization. This is we can see by that this is a powerful term for the globalized world, and everything is going to be regional globalization, and the international globalization is going to good for all of the countries. So this is for today, and we are going to conclude this. This is many issues can be seen, but we can see that this is also a good movement for the world.